Hi everyone, I hope you're well. It's good to be on doing these videos again. I stopped doing stuff on the page for a couple of weeks there because I was bullying myself, and it made me think about how much we bully ourselves, how much we have such high expectations of ourselves to be a certain way, to do things a certain way, to achieve so much, and to be successful or whatever. So I could hear the voice in my head, the driver in my head, which usually starts with the words I should, or I need to, or I have to, or I must. If I hear that, then I know that's the bullying again. That's my conditioned self bullying me. And that is always fear-based. If I don't do that, what are people going to think about me? If I don't do that, what are people going to say? And so when I hear that, when I know that I'm being driven, then I have to stop. And that's why I stopped, because I thought I'm not doing this by being bullied, because I wanted to do things on this page because I want to share with people, because to help people, not because I should do it or I need to do it. So it just made me think about any of you who are out there stressed, because that voice in your head, that judge in your head is bullying you, telling you you should, you must, you need to, you have to. Just stop and listen to that at times, right? It's a voice in your head that is from your conditioning, how you've grown up, how you think you have to be. Because if you're not that way, what are people going to think about you? The worst judge is not from other people, it's from ourselves. We've all that stories going on in our head, and it's all about the stories we tell ourselves, that we're not good enough, we're not smart enough, we're whatever, we're not confident enough. That is all conditioned thinking, right? And that is always fear-based. So if you are driven, if you find yourself stressed out, take a moment and stop and gather yourself, gather your thoughts, and just listening to where that's coming from. And, choose for yourself. If you value your health and well-being, choose that over everything. And that doesn't mean you're not going to do anything, but you do it from a different place. You do it in a different way, right? Rather than the shoulds or whatever, you do it from your choosing to. But just remember and listen to that voice to see who's driving you. It's very important that you can recognize that, because it's so subtle at times, very, very subtle. And even sometimes when we get over it and we think you're in charge again, it sneaks in again, and it becomes that you should, you have to, you must, you do ever. So just be aware that sometimes you're driven by that. Those are thoughts in your head. Notice them, pay attention, and then you choose in the way that you're going to do things. And sometimes, just to get your own back, don't do things the way that voice is telling you to do. Instead of making you do it now, you just say, no, I'll do it later, or I'll do that tomorrow, or I'm not going to do it at all. That's when you take your power back and you're not reacting to the voice, you're responding from a different place. And that's where you want to be. You want to be the one in charge, so that you're empowered and you drive the show, not this inner voice driving you that you have to be a certain way. You don't have to be a certain way. You're the one in charge. So just pay attention to where the voice is and where it's coming from, and just sometimes stopping for a few minutes or deciding, I'm not going to do that in that way. Just pay attention, and here are the words that are in front of it. If it should, need to, must, have to, it's usually driven by conditioned thinking, and that's usually always fear-based. You are well, you're a human being, you're not perfect, you're never going to be perfect, and just, give yourself a bit of slack, get off your own back, and start to look after yourself and take it in a way that is good for you. Take the pressure off yourself. So it's good to be back doing these wee videos, and I hope you're all keeping well. And in the meantime, stay safe and stay well, and take care of yourself.